In this video, we're going to learn how to run Spring Boot apps from the command line for Mac OS and Linux. Basically, the steps are the same if you're using Mac or Linux, so you can follow this video for those steps. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and open up our file system. And I'll move to our directory dev Spring Boot. And we know we have our files in the O1 directory and that new directory O5 command line demo. That's the one that we're going to use for this video. Let's go ahead and open up a terminal window. So this is kind of step 2 of packaging the app using the Maven W package command. So I'll just kind of move into my directory first. Dev Spring Boot. And now I'll just package this up by using the Maven W package command. So this will actually create a jar file for our application. And this jar file is created in the target subdirectory. And you hit enter, and there we go. So remember that Maven W is that special wrapper command that allows us to automatically download the correct version of Maven from the internet without us having to actually manually install Maven. And also remember, if you already have Maven installed, simply just use Maven package and it'll do all the dirty work for you. So either way, just trying to cover all the bases here. All right, so Maven will go off and do its work. Eventually at the end, you'll see that the build was successful and it created a jar file for us. So now in step 3, we can actually run our application using the java-jar command. So remember, the jar file is created in the target subdirectory. So I'll move into that directory by just doing a cd target. Okay, so now that I'm in the target directory, let's just do an ls here, or directory, to see what files are here. And there's mycoolapp.jar. So now I can simply run this by saying java-jar and give the actual mycoolapp the version number .jar, and then it should actually start running our given application. All right, so there we go. So our Spring Boot app is up and running, and it's all running from the command line outside of the IDE. Ooh, this is cool. So let's kind of swing over to our browser here and just test it out a bit. And I'll kind of resize my browser so we can see the command line window and the browser at the same time. I'll go to localhost 8080, just give us the default endpoint here. And that should give us the hello world. Good, because we wrote all that code earlier, right? And then I'll just try one of these other endpoints here for /workout. So run a hard 5K. And we can also access that endpoint for /fortune. And today is your lucky day. All right. Now, if I were to stop this application by hitting Control-C, so I'm going to stop my Spring Boot app. All right, Control-C. So nothing's running here in the command line window. And if I were to access this via the browser, then I'm going to get, hey, site can't be reached. Why? Because our Spring Boot app is not running. Okay, so it really is only using the one here from the command line. Now let's go ahead and move up one directory level so we can use the Maven plugin. So I'll cd ... So right now I'm in the base, and so I'm going to run this application using the Spring Boot Maven plugin. So now I make use of this /Maven W Spring Boot :run. And now it's up and running. So our Spring Boot app is there. That looks good. Okay, so it's running, sweet. And then I can verify this by going to my browser and just doing a reload on this page. And we should get our fortune. Today is your lucky day. So this is awesome. Good, good, good. So at this point, we were able to run our Spring Boot application from the command line no need for the IDE, and also no need to have any of the servers installed because our Spring Boot app is self-contained. And I showed you two ways of running it, using the java-jar command and also using the Spring Boot Maven plugin. So I'd like to say, good job, my friend.